What up, YTBC? What up, boxing fans? What's going on? So we got the topic of same-day weigh-ins. I'm just gonna get right to the point, man. Let's talk about it. To me, I am down with this first day weigh-in thing. I would, if boxing could go back to first day weigh-ins, and it would make this, to me, it would make the sport more interesting. It would force some of these fighters who are hiding at lower weight classes, draining themselves, to move up to their actual weight classes. You understand? And the guys who are at the natural weight classes, we would have to see how skillful these guys truly are. You know, not too many fighters have actually fought at their natural weight classes this era, man. Some of these guys will be coming into the ring. We've seen this with Floyd Mayweather when he fought all these other guys who would come into the ring 60 pounds, 168 pounds, and are fighting at 147 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen it with guys in smaller weight classes, as we're seeing right now with Roman Gonzalez, who comes into fights at 126 pounds. All right? Fighting at whatever, man. Let's just say the man is the same size as Rigo when he rehydrates fight night. Rigo rehydrates about maybe a pound more than this guy. All right? But yet he's fighting. He doesn't have the balls to go up. Well, I'm not gonna say he doesn't have the balls, but he's not being pressured to go up and fight at that weight class. All right? Same thing with Gennady Golovkin. All right? These guys are coming in at 175 pounds or almost 180 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not being forced or being pressured to go into the weight classes where they should be fighting at. Okay? Only very few guys we've seen at their weight classes fighting and coming into the ring smaller than all the other guys in that particular weight classes. And even though Floyd Mayweather did something like, you know, when he fought Canelo at 152, 53 pounds, you know, which most of us didn't agree with. But for the most part, he has always been consistent at the weight class he's fought in. Okay? I think it's because he couldn't make 154 pounds that he tried to make a cash for, but he's fought De La Hoya at that weight, so I don't know why he didn't do that. All right? But he's been consistent in fighting fighters who have always been bigger than him, who he's only been maybe a few pounds higher than 147 pounds. And, you know, whatever weight class he's fought in. And people are blaming Pacquiao for the guys coming in bigger than the weight class they're supposed to be in. I'm not blaming Pacquiao for that. What I will blame Pacquiao for is the catch weights. Okay? The catch weights. But coming in bigger than the guy, coming in bigger than the weight class you're supposed to be fighting at, a lot of fighters are guilty of that. A lot of fighters are guilty of that. And they've been doing it for a while now. And it's more in this era, in this generation, it's more prevalent in this generation. Because it's easier for these guys to drain 25 pounds from their in shape body, for taking away all the water, everything out of their body when they're nothing but skin and bones. Have you ever watched Gennady Golovkin at his weigh-ins? This guy looks like a stick. All right, these guys look so small at their weigh-ins. It almost looks like they have something's wrong with them. All right, and I mean, when you're part of a sport, you do whatever you must do the point of the game is to win. So if that's what you gotta do to win, that's what you gotta do to win. But I blame it on the fans, okay? Because we fans, we accept that bullshit. When we see a fighter doing things like that, why not boycott it? Why not be outraged? The media, get outraged about it. Talk shit about it. Because I guarantee you, if they're not making money off of it, then the people who are in charge will put a stop to it. If the WBO, WBA, the WBC, the IBF, If they weren't getting any money from the fans and the media for buying tickets, for paying for pay-per-view, then from the fighters who do those type of things, they will put a stop to it. They will put in their rules that fighters cannot be weighed, would have to weigh in the day of the fight. They would do it because it messes with the most important thing that they care about, their money. And when money's involved, and when agenda is involved, because it's not just money, it's also agenda, okay? Because we know why Canelo is getting away with the things that he does. We saw how quick they were to strip Tyson Fury. Okay? We saw how quick Floyd got stripped of the WBO. We saw how quick they stripped these fighters. Why does Canelo still have his belt? You see what I'm trying to tell you? It's also agenda-based. Agenda-based and money. You follow where the money's at. That's how you find out what the problem is. We follow the money. And the fans were the ones that should be stopping this. If you want this shit to stop, you gotta stop watching Chocolatito because he's doing the same thing. You gotta stop watching guys like Nonito Donaire, Brennan Rios, those type of fighters who would show up 20 to 30 pounds heavier than what they weighed in. Stop watching their shows. Stop paying for the pay-per-views that they're on. And maybe, just maybe, these sanctioning bodies will start listening. But it's greed, man. Greed will always do this. Greed and agenda. Because greed is first. Why? Because no matter what your agenda is, if you can make more money by going against it, you will go against. Most people will go against it just for the money. Okay? Agenda second. Once they got the money, they go for their agenda. And clearly the agenda is not to make things fair. It's not to make things the way they're supposed to be. Okay? The heavyweight division is the only division that is free from all this bullshit. Okay? It's the only division that is free from all this bullshit. Yes, they still have a little ducking and dodging going on in that division, but still, it is the only division that is free from all this weight bullshit. Now, you can sit there and complain about it all you want. We can sit there and make videos about it all we want. But it ain't going to change a damn thing if we're not actually following through by not watching these fighters fight, man. How fair is it for this guy Nonito Donaire to be fighting at 100 and whatever 22 pounds? But it's coming in at 147 pounds, almost 150 not at the fight. With the other guys coming in, lower weights. How fair is that a guy can sit there, throw 17 punches to your face and not even hurt you once, and you throw one punch and you knock him the hell out? How fair is that? Because of your size. It doesn't show how skillful you are. It doesn't. It just shows you learn the art of like my man 78 Sports TV said. You've learned. Shout out to 78 too. Shout out to everybody who talked about this subject. By the way, shout out to all of you. Boxing Beats and Rhymes, everybody, man. But here's my thing. At this point, because the fans these days, man, let me tell you something about this new generation of fans. They are impressed with the least amount of things these athletes can do. Not only that, they accept anything that they are given, man. They are a generation of fans who have no ambitious. They have no ambition and no ambitious ideals to see these fighters prove what they're claiming to be. These new fans, man, are pretty. I'm not gonna, knock anybody, but these new fans are kind of a plague, especially those who don't really care about the sport. They're just there for an agenda. And the thing is this, man. If you truly want the sport to change and the sport to be right, you gotta start showing it with your money and your viewership. Because at this point, they know you're just gonna take what they give you. They know that. Come on, if they didn't think you would take what they give you, you think if Amir Khan versus Canelo would happen? You think Wade versus Golovkin would have happened? But they know you have no choice. And this is why I'm supporting the heavyweight division hard, man. Because we do have a choice, man. You don't give me the fights I want, then I'm gonna watch Deontay Wilder fight Povetkin. I won't watch your crap. You won't enforce the laws that needs to be enforced in the sport. I won't watch this crap. I'm gonna watch Tyson Fury fight Vladimir Klitschko. All right, you have a choice, man. But I do agree that this whole weigh-in the day before the fight thing needs to stop, because not everyone can drain themselves and rehydrate the way certain fighters can. Not everybody has the talent or the physical attributes to do so. Okay? It's a tactic that is made legal by these day before the fight weigh-ins, man. How can a guy who claimed he's fighting at 147 pounds come into a ring weighing 3 weight classes above that weight class, man? Some of these guys be coming at 168 pounds. All right? How incredible is that? But the fans, man, it comes down to the fans. You guys are going to accept it. And, you know, you're going to accept it. You're going to take what they give you. You're going to take whatever crumbs they give you. And you're going to shell out top dollar so you can watch it. At the end of the day, man, it comes down to this. All this weight class crap, to me, it's something that needs to be done away with, man. You know what I'm saying? There should be fewer weight classes. Just like D Styles said. Shout outs to D Styles. 78 said something to the like as well. And fighters should win the day of the fight, man. I think that's what it is. Weigh in the day of the fight. Now, it would force guys, you know, the Keith Thurmans, these guys to move up to 154 and fight, or 160 and fight. It would force the guys at 154 to move up to 160, 168. I can name a few guys that would have to move up, man. Canelo would have to move up to literally move up to 168. He'd have to move up to 168 and get knocked out. It would just have to happen that way. That's just how it would happen. Chocolatito would have to move up and fight Rigondeaux. Probably get knocked the hell out too. And outboxed. All right? A lot of these guys would have to move up. Timothy Bradley would have to move up to 154. Probably get knocked out. Plenty of these guys. Khan, knocked out. Still, he was already getting knocked out. Because I haven't seen Andre Ward in the ring around 185 or anything like that. I've seen him close to 175 in the ring. Okay? So I don't know if he would have to move up. He's already fighting at 175. But a lot of these guys at 175 would move up to cruiserweight and probably get knocked out. You know? And fighters who are the natural weight classes like Rigondeaux, I respect these type of fighters, man. Because it shows that it's their skill that's keeping them where they're at, man. Not an unfair weight advantage. Size advantage. But, you know, but then the real would have to come out if they have to move up. A lot of fighters would get exposed, man. A lot of fighters would get exposed. Could you imagine if Nonito Donaire had to fight Floyd Mayweather back in the day when he was pound for pound, number 4, whatever the hell he was, because he was coming in the weight above 140. Could you imagine if he had to fight those type of guys, man? The Danny Garcias. A lot of these fighters would get exposed, man. They will get exposed. And we would know the real about boxing. And that's what I want, man. To be honest with you, that's what I want. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this thing, man. And it's really up to you fans, man, to make this happen. If you ain't gonna do it, then they don't care. They'll give you whatever the hell they want to give you. It is what it is. But remember, you have the power, man. Like 78 Sports TV said. You do. Stop giving them your money, your viewership, man. But hey, man. I mean, that's why I'm with the heavyweight division now, baby. All right? I'll watch everything else. But my main focus right now is the heavyweight division. And I support my boy Andre Ward and Rigondeaux whenever he gets a fight. Whenever he gets a fight. All right, I'm out. Peace.